Hi all. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. If you are new, welcome. My name is Amira, and today, guys, we are going to talk all about the Sephora sale and what's in my cart and what isn't. Let's get into it. All right, guys, so let's talk about my mindset going into this, what is probably the final Sephora sale of the year. Or at least the large, VIB sale, the 10, 15, 20% off sale. I'm sure they will have some sales during Black Friday like they always do. Although I will say those sales are a little sus in my opinion, because basically all they do is mark down the things that they've already had on sale forever that no one's buying. Peep that with the Sephora sales during Black Friday. It's usually stuff that's been on sale that they just are trying to get rid of. Anyway, the actual Sephora sale this year, or this second sale of the year, I think this is the second or the third, this final sale of the year, I am going into this sale with a more, I would say, prudent mindset for a couple of reasons. One is I'm not trying to spend a lot of money. I am saving for a trip that I'm taking at the end of in December. I am saving for other things. I, have upcoming bills. Like, I'm just looking at what my finances look like going towards the end of this year and what I'm just not willing to spend a lot of money on. And at this point, there's not a whole lot that I want. I don't know if you guys have noticed, I haven't done a new makeup releases in ages. I keep planning on doing one, and then when I go to do one, I'm kind of just like, makeup hasn't been that exciting, at least the newer releases and the more mainstream makeup. Indie makeup has been actually really exciting, but mainstream makeup hasn't been that exciting for me recently and as of late, and I would say for maybe the last 6 months or so. There are other things that have been exciting me. Perfume is exciting me, which always excites me. I just don't talk about as much on this channel, but I enjoy it. And there are things that have been coming out that I'm like, ooh. But makeup in general has been kind of, if I see something I like, I sit on it for a while. And what's been happening is I've been sitting on it for a while and then I just kind of get over it. And that's really been the theme. So I guess you could say I've been on a non-committed low buy. I don't know. I mean, I'm still purchasing makeup. I have purchased makeup throughout this year. I'm like, it's not like I'm sitting, going, I'm not purchasing anything. I really have been purchased makeup, but I'm not purchasing makeup at the level that I was even a year ago, or even 6 to 8 months ago. And that's just, again, various reasons. Things haven't been exciting me as much. I don't feel like mainstream makeup is bringing their A game as of late. There's a few things that I've purchased recently that I really liked that surprised me, that had I not purchased already, I maybe would have picked up in the sale. But outside of that, there isn't a whole lot. So this cart, my Sephora sale cart, which I've already created, I've already put everything that I want in the cart. It's sitting there waiting. And that's usually what I do, is I put everything that I want in my cart, and then as time goes on, I just slowly take things out. And that's what I've been doing. And when I put everything in my cart, it was a pretty hefty cart because a lot of it were like higher end items, some perfumes, and things like that. And then I slowly took those out because I was like, well, do I want to blind buy this perfume? No, I want to smell it first. So we'll get into that. These things might go back in the cart, maybe one or two. But as of now, I've sort of taken them out and sort of like put them in sort of a TBD category. So let's start off with the first thing in my cart. So the first thing in my cart is actually the Merit Clean Lash Lengthening Tubing Mascara. Now, Merit was probably the first company to ever send me PR. I have not received PR since, and this was like well over a year ago when my channel was really new, which was lovely of them. And one of the things they sent was the Merit Clean Lash Lengthening Tubing Mascara, and I really liked that mascara. I liked it more than I was expecting to, because at the time, I didn't think I was a fan of tubing mascaras. What I realize now is that I do enjoy some tubing mascaras, and it really depends on the formula. And I liked this one. I would say if you're looking for a tubing mascara, I don't recommend the Cali Ray one. I wasn't a huge fan of that one, but I do recommend the Merit one, and their price points are pretty similar. Not that this is a recommendations video, but if I were to give you a recommendation between the two, I would say Merit is the better option. And then I have the K18 Biometric Hair Science Mini Leave-In Molecular Repair Hair Mask. This is something that I've been using on my hair as a recommendation from my hairstylist for the past, gosh, I've been using this since I started using it in, I want to say, April, May, around that time. And I've been using it, and I bought the mini, and it's lasted me this entire time, and I've just finished it up yesterday. And so I was like, this is the perfect time to replace it. So I threw that in. I used to, like I said, I'm just getting the mini. The mini already is $30, which is insane, but it's better than the $78 for the full size. And considering that the mini lasted me as long as it did, I think it's a decent price point for how much use I got out of it. I then am adding in the Inkey List Salicylic Acid Oily Scalp Treatment. Now, I do not have oily scalp. I have dry scalp. But salicylic acid is an exfoliant, and it helps exfoliate scalps, whether you have an oily scalp or a dry scalp. And I've been using that for, I had it, I purchased it ages ago, didn't use it. I finally used it, and it's been doing wonders for me. I suffer from dry scalp, and I sometimes get psoriasis along my hairline, and it's just been a really good tool for like keeping that under control, especially going into the winter months, because that's when my scalp gets really dry, and it just helps to kind of like slough off any dead skin and keep my scalp nice and healthy. And so I've been really enjoying that. So I threw another one of those in because the one that I have is about to be finished. I then threw in the Inkey List Oat Makeup Removing Cleansing Balm. This is a cleansing balm that I have used on and off for over almost 2 years now. And I went on an cleansing oil journey where I was trying different cleansing oils. I tried the Peach and Lily, which I liked. And then I'm trying one from a K-Beauty brand, which that I got on YesStyle, which is okay. But I'm just come to the realization that I am not a cleansing oil girl. I am a cleansing balm girly, and I don't like to spend a lot of money on them because I use them almost every day. You know, I wear makeup Monday through Friday at the very least, and sometimes when I'm, when I'm filming on the weekends, I'm wearing makeup and I'm, need something to remove it. So having something that has a decent amount of product in it that will last me a good amount of time, that isn't insanely expensive. The Inkey List one is really good for that. I feel like I have the jug of it, like the little tube of it for ages. You don't need a whole lot. Is it my favorite cleansing balm? No, but I think it's a really good cleansing balm for the price point and for the amount of product that you get. And it lasts a really long time. And it does get the job done. Like, it's not a bad cleansing balm. I then am throwing in my my eye makeup remover. I use this for when I'm, doing full eye makeup looks, and, or between filming. This is the Sephora one, and I think this is a really good dupe for the Lancome. And the Lancome has gotten increasingly more expensive, which really bugs me because it was already pretty expensive. So I just am like, I tried the Sephora one. It works really well, guys. I enjoy it a lot. And it was out of stock for ages, like ages and ages. And then the full size was out of stock, but the mini was in stock. So I was able to get the mini, but now I'm like halfway through the mini. So I'm like, finally the full size is in stock. So I'm going to pick that up. I'm also going to pick up my my organic cotton pads from the Sephora collection. These are a dupe for the Shiseido. And I'm going to say, guys, these are better than the Shiseido. I used to be a Shiseido Cotton Square girly. They were so good, and I still think they're decent. But I will say this, the price point has gone up, but I feel like the quality has gone down on those. The last time I purchased them, and this was a while ago, but the last time I purchased them, they were not the quality that I remembered. So I feel like the Sephora ones are actually kind of what those used to be, and they're only $4.50 a pack, and you get like, how many do you get in a pack? 50. You get 50 for $4.50. So usually I get 2 packs at a time. Such a steal. Next up, I decided I wanted to try the Maison Margiela Replica Memory Box Sampler Set. Now, this is one of those things where I'm like, am I going to get this? Am I not going to get this? I don't know. It's in the cart. It may stay. It may not stay. But I have only tried a few of the Maison Margiela fragrances, and I'm interested in trying more, but I didn't want to buy like, I don't want to buy sampler sizes of, like travel sizes of everything that I want to try. And I feel like this is good. They're little mini samples, but they are the spray kind. I don't want the dab, like the ones that you dab on, which I'm noticing. If you are someone who doesn't like that, I would say I caution you to make sure you're reading the reviews and the details of these fragrance sampler sets, because a lot of them are like super tiny and they don't even include a spray component like an atomizer. They're just like the ones that you dab on. I hate those. I absolutely hate them. I think they're a waste of money. I think they're a crock. I think they're a scam. Don't buy them. But these are the little actual samples with the atomizer on them. And so you get, let's see here, you get 10 discovery sizes of their most popular. So you get Lazy Sunday Morning, Jazz Club, Beach Walk, Sailing Day, Autumn Vibes, When the Rain Stops, By the Fireplace, Bubble Bath, Under the Lemon Trees, and On a Date. The one that it doesn't include is, I think it's called In the Garden, which is the tomato leaf one, which is the one that I own. So I'm fine with it not being in the set because I actually own the like travel size of that. So that is something that I'm kind of interested in trying. And then I also have another another mini or travel size from Dead Cool. I have the Red Dakota travel spray in my cart. I've been hearing things about this fragrance, this particular fragrance for ages, and it just seems like one that I would really love. So I was like, maybe I'll throw it in since I'm, placing an order, and I'll get 20% off and yada, yada, yada. And again, I don't know if it's going to stay. I'm going to try and see if I can get my nose on this. I believe it's online only though, so probably not. But we'll see. This might be my one like wild card item that I throw in, and we'll see how it goes. I also threw in, because guys, I'm in the market for a new mascara. And so I have the Merit one, but then I also threw in a the mini Iris and Romeo Lash Up Peptide Volumizing, Curling, and Lengthening Mascara. I put the mini in my cart, and I'm thinking I'm going to try that one as well. I'm just in the market for a new mascara. I'm not loving the one that I'm using. I don't really have any backups. I used to be one of those people who had like 5 mascaras and, waiting for me to use, and I've kind of gone through my stash of mascaras, and now I'm just like, what do I do now? Do I purchase something that I've tried before? Do I purchase something new? And I've kind of split the difference, and I'm thinking I'm going to get the Merit that I know I like and then try something different. And guys, that's everything that's in my cart. Literally, that's it. Are there other things that I had in my cart that I took out? Yes. Do you want to talk about what I had in my cart and what I took out and why? Let's get into that. So I originally had the Westman Atelier Petite Fit Edition Mini Cheek and Eye Trio. Now this is super cute, and I had it in my cart and I was like, oh, this is so cute. It comes with a mini mascara. It comes with, what does it come with? It comes with a mascara. It comes with the mini petite light up highlight stick in Toast, and it comes with the mini petite baby cheeks in Bubble, a luminous cool berry. And I've really been wanting to try more Westman Atelier, so I thought this would be a great way to do so. But then I was like, you know what, Amira, I'm looking at this, and I'm like, the only 2 things that I would try out of this set would be the mascara and the highlighter stick, maybe. The berry blush stick is not a shade that I like or that I would reach for. Why am I going to spend $60 on that? So I promptly took that out of my cart. Next up, I had in my cart the Merit The Dress Code Lipstick Set. Now this is one of the, Merit has been doing this thing where they come out with like a limited edition lipstick or set kind of right around this time of year, just in time for the holidays, and this is that set. And so it's $58, which I think is a great price point. You get 3 full-size Merit lipsticks, like a great price point, copious amount of product. Cool, great. But then I started looking at the colors. You know, I got excited and then I started looking at the colors and I was like, which of these shades? So it has 3 shades that are exclusive to the set. So it comes with Du Jour, which is like this pale pink tone. It's called a soft mauve, but on me it's just gonna go pink. Black Tie, which is a deep burgundy, and Bespoke, which is a medium pink brown. And really, when I really looked at these shades and really looked at the swatches, the only shade that truly spoke to me was Bespoke. And so then I'm asking myself, why am I spending $58 to get 3 lipsticks, 2 of which I would never use, to get 1 that I would? That doesn't make any sense. So I took it out of my cart. Next up, I had the Makeup by Mario Ethereal Eyes Eyeshadow Palette in Moonlight. And this palette has been everywhere. People are reviewing it. And I was looking at it, I'm like, oh, it's so pretty, it's so pretty, it's so pretty. And I'm looking at it, I'm looking at it, I'm looking at it. And it is very pretty, guys. Like, it is calling to me. It is calling to me. When I look at these swatches, when I look at the eye looks, I'm like, yes, give it to me. Give it to me. I mean, stunning. But also, I'm like, do I need another palette? Or better yet, like, do I need a palette that is essentially a neutral palette with a pop of blue? And the blue is really pretty. It's my type of blue. It's like a blackened navy kind of chart. It's not like a blue, you know, it's a sophisticated, classy blue. It's my type of blue. And I think that's why I'm really attracted to it. But I'm just like, on the whole, in the aggregate, how often am I going to use that blue shade? Like, how often is that the shade that I'm going to be dipping into? No, I'm probably going to be dipping into these other shades that are very beautiful and gorgeous, but aren't unique to me, to my collection, or unique to the market, essentially. You know what I mean? Like, I have never used a Makeup by Mario palette, and I know some people love his palettes and some people are kind of meh about his palettes. I can't speak to them. I have never tried one, but I always find myself being really like intrigued by them and then interested, and then slowly that interest kind of fades away. And it was that way with the last release and the release before that. And I feel like it's happening with this one, where I'm looking at it and I'm still very much attracted to it. When I look at it, I'm like, that's a pretty palette. I just don't know if it's a palette that I'm interested in spending $68 on, even with 20% off. That's not a whole lot off of a $68 palette, you know? So I looked at it and I was like, do I want to open my wallet for this palette? And as of now, and I had it in my cart, as of now, no. Next up, what I had in my cart and that I took out were the 2 new Glossier fragrances. These are the fragrances that I alluded to at the beginning of the video, that I was talking about, that I had in my cart, and then I was like, I really want to smell them first. You know, I'm cool with blind buying. Like, I'm cool with blind buying like a travel spray or something like that. And I've blind purchased more expensive perfumes, but again, my mindset going into this sale is to not be excessive about how I'm throwing things into my cart, not be willy-nilly about it. I'm trying to be a bit more intentional in how I spend my money, you know? And so I was like, okay, everything I've heard about these fragrances, they feel like they're both up my alley, but I haven't smelled them. And there have been times where I can see a fragrance, you know, someone will describe a fragrance, I can see the notes, and on paper and then by ear, it sounds like my jam, and then by smell, it is so not my jam. So I'm like, okay, Amira, you need to smell the perfumes. So I'm thinking at some point I want to just walk into a Sephora. There's one on my way home, so I'm just gonna have to hop off the train, scurry on down to the Sephora, do a sniff, and then that will sort of be the deciding factor of if one of them comes home with me. I'm kind of hoping that Glossier comes out with a travel spray of them, because I just don't know if I want to commit that hard, you know? Glossier You, I've smelled it. I wasn't in love with it when I smelled it, even though so many people say, oh, you've got to put it on and then you'll know. I smelled it at a moment in time. That was not a good time for me mentally, because I was in a Sephora in downtown Chicago during rush hour when a bunch of the Sephora kids were in the Sephora running rampant. And my brain, a brain that does not like shopping in stores. One of the reasons why I'm fine with blind buying, because I don't want to go in a store. I'm like, if I can avoid the store, I will avoid the store. But I was killing time after an appointment, between another appointment. I was like, okay, let me just walk in here, see what Sephora's got. And I walked in and it was fine. And then maybe 10 minutes after I had walked in, a rush of Sephora kids came in and my brain just went zzz, and I sprayed it and I was walking around with it and I was like, I don't like it. And I just think it was my mood affecting how I felt, because when I read the notes, I'm like, I would really like that. So I kind of want to revisit You, which does come in a travel spray. And I want to give the other fragrances a chance. I hope I'm saying this right. Rêve and Do. I want to give, was it Rêve? Tell me in the comments, is it Rêve or Rêve? I think it's Rêve. And Do a chance. I want to give them a chance, but I need to smell them first. And I might, honestly, guys, I might wait until Black Friday, because this is the ultimate sort of like advice I give to anyone who is not a Rouge status with Sephora for this sale. If you can't get the 20% off, if you are Insider and you get 10% off, or you are VIB and you only get 15, I'm going to be real with you guys. I don't think this sale is worth it for you. I really don't. And the reason why I say that is we are less than, when the sale starts on the 1st, and I'm going to put all the sale details in the description box, like the code and the dates, because we know that like the dates start at different times for the Insider and VIB. For Rouge, it starts on the 1st. But I will put the dates below. But if you are not Rouge, I don't think this sale is worth it. Specifically this time of year. If you would ask me like during the April sale, the sale that they had earlier this year, sure, go ahead, go for it. But we are entering the sale stage of the year, you know, and all of these brands have their own sites where you can get 20% off or more. So I say to you, and I say to myself as well, which is why I took some things out of my cart, because I'm like, you know, I could probably get a bigger discount during the sale for this brand's site directly. And especially if they're a smaller brand, they get a larger percentage of that than they do if you buy from Sephora. So I'm just putting it out there, guys. I say be mindful and be strategic in how you are shopping this sale if you are not Rouge. And even if you are Rouge, understand that you can get 20% off probably during Black Friday or more. And so for me, even if I smell the fragrances and I really like them, I might wait to see what Glossier has to offer during Black Friday. You know what I mean? And if they don't offer it, that's fine too. I'm trying not to buy into the sort of FOMO that often comes with the Sephora sale. I've been victim of it. I know you guys have probably been victims of it as well. We all sort of get that, ooh, we get so excited with the sale. And, you know, and I don't want to get into a situation where I'm overspending because I have FOMO and I'm seeing what everyone else is purchasing. Don't get caught in that. I'm saying that to you and myself, not to get caught up in that. You know, think strategically, plan strategically, budget strategically, and you can probably get a lot of these items for a discount during Black Friday. So that is why my cart, I feel like, is pretty reasonable. There was one other item that I had in my cart and that I think I might put back, and there's a reason for that, and that is the L'Occitane Travel Ready crackers to nourish hands and body. And they're like these little crackers, you know, the little like gift crackers, and they come with sort of a set of all of their sort of like shower gel, hand creams, and shower oil. So it comes with the Verbena shower gel, the Verbena hand cream, the almond shower gel, the Almond Delicious Hands, the Shea Butter shower oil, Shea Butter hand cream, the Cherry Blossom bath and shower gel, and the Cherry Blossom hand cream. Now, I think this is a good deal because it's only 30 bucks. But what I might do instead, because I'm traveling, I'm like, oh, I need some new travel size shower gels and things like that, because I've run out of those things. I used them all up in my last trip. So I was like, this would be a good set to get. But the reason why I'm considering taking it out of my cart is I don't necessarily need all of those. You know, I don't need 4 hand creams, you know. I like the idea of having the shower gels and the shower oil. The L'Occitane almond shower oil is so nice. It's so nice. And I haven't tried it in ages, but I remember loving it. So I kind of want that and maybe like a travel sized shower gel, like maybe the Verbena shower gel. So I'm thinking what I might do is just wait until either Black Friday or go on the L'Occitane site and see what they have to offer directly and just purchase it like that. So again, this is sort of like me sort of thinking strategically about, you know, how I want to spend my money during this sale. But yeah, that's basically it, guys. It's not an exciting card. You will not, this video is not, I bought everything at Sephora. I bought my entire wish list. I did not buy my entire wish list. My wish list is pretty full and it's sitting there and most of the stuff on it, it's sitting there and I'm like, maybe one day I'll purchase it. Maybe one day I won't. Again, there's not a whole lot that I'm just like dying to try right now. So yeah, for me, my wish list is kind of like maybe one day I'll get to that. It's not really like a must have right now list. At least it isn't for me at this moment. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below. What are you purchasing? If you're purchasing anything at all, are you skipping the sale? Are you saving your coins for Black Friday? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed today's video, guys, please be sure to hit the like button and I will see you in the next one. Bye now.